For more information on our top stories and others, just check out our website. It's channelstv.com. youtube.com/channelsweb has videos of all our shows. Months after the completion time for the Kara to Berger axis of the Lagos-Ibadan expressway was set, the Federal Ministry of Works says the initial set date is no longer feasible. On the same stretch, construction work is ongoing at different sections of the expressway, with many road users spending and draining productive hours in traffic. Our correspondent, Berger, has this report.
It's that time of the year when traffic is at its heaviest. And when this construction work kicked off at this section in September and the deadline set for mid-December, the countdown began. Now, there's a change of plan. The work is now expected to spill over till next year with new diversions at different axes of the expressway, all at the same time.
We just hope that we're already getting towards the end of the rainy season. So once it continues like this, then we should be able to finish that inbound Lagos. And then at the end of the day, once it's completed, rather than putting our people under very serious stress, we open both lanes. We open both lanes so that, because by then we should be entering into Christmas season. So we open both lanes and then allow traffic to run. At least by January next year, God willing, we'll come back and work on the outbound Lagos.
After completing our shoot at the Magboro axis of the Lagos-Ibadan expressway, we are heading back to the Kara axis of the road. So we put it on Google Map to determine our travel time. And okay, so from what we have here, these red lines all indicate that there's a heavy traffic on this section of the road. So we have 1 hour 19 minutes delay, and in total that means we'll be traveling 1 hour 49 minutes. So ordinarily this journey shouldn't take us more than 30 minutes, but we'll be spending close to 2 hours making our way back to that axis of the road, and that's because of the construction work going on different sections of the road. The gridlock is taking its toll on vehicles, leaving road users even more frustrated.
I mean, all this road safety, they should go and, at the end of that Kara, to go and monitor how the movement of the motor is, rather than be walking and looking for someone that they will arrest at the very, very frustrating, my brother. Very.
In the meantime, it's been a season of harvest for these motorcycle riders who ply the expressway, sometimes riding against traffic. They're on standby for anyone willing to beat traffic and also ready to throw caution to the winds. The construction work on Lagos-Ibadan expressway include underpasses, footbridges, toll plazas and road expansion. The federal government says the work would not suffer any financial hiccup as funds for the project have already been domiciled with the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Agency. Berger, Channels Television News.
I'm sure a lot of commuters won't be pleased hearing that news. But now let's move over to Abuja, where Maupe is standing by with more stories. Hello, Maupe.
Hello, Melinda. What I say was good to see you yesterday, and it's good to see you again today. Welcome to our Abuja studios. The Court of Appeal sitting in Kaduna State has sacked the majority leader of the House of Representatives, Alhassan Doguwa. Mr. Doguwa of the All Progressives Congress, who represents Tunduwada Doguwa Federal Constituency of Kano State, was declared the winner of the February 23 National Assembly election. Dissatisfied with the outcome, the opposition People's Democratic Party's candidate, Yusho Salisu, dragged Mr. Doguwa before the Kano State National and State Assembly Elections Tribunal, citing overvoting and massive irregularities. On September the 5th, the tribunal dismissed the PDP candidate's petition on the grounds of failure to prove the allegations. But in a unanimous judgment, Justice Oludotun Adefope Okoje wondered how the tribunal came to its conclusion that the PDP and its candidate failed to prove their case. He therefore set aside the tribunal's judgment and nullified the election in the two local governments the sacked lawmakers represent. The court also ordered INEC to conduct a fresh election in the entire constituency within 90 days. Meanwhile, the Court of Appeals sitting in Benin City, the Edo State capital, has upheld the election of Senator James Manager of the People's Democratic Party for Delta South Senatorial District. Mr. Manager's election was being challenged by former governor of Delta State and APC senatorial candidate for Delta South, Dr. Emmanuel Oduaha. The election tribunal in Asaba had earlier ordered INEC to immediately withdraw the certificate of return issued to Senator Manager and conduct a rerun election, citing overvoting. Senator Jaro Adamu, who read the judgment by the three-man panel, set aside the judgment of the tribunal, ordering a rerun. The court also affirmed the victory of the Deputy President of the Senate, Ovie Omoagege, representing Delta Central, on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, whose election is being challenged by Evelyn Oboro of the People's Democratic Party. The appeal filed by Mrs. Oboro against Senator Omoagege was thrown out for lack of merit. And away from the court, but staying in the Niger Delta, the acting managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, Dr. Joy Nuni, says some people in government are frightened by the impending forensic audit directed by President Muhammadu Buhari. She said that the federal government made the right choice in appointing the new management team. The acting managing director shed some light on some of the controversial issues around the commission, promising to provide leadership to achieve the mandate which it was set up for.
Everyone in Nigeria has seen political interference in the past few days. We've seen all this noise, people paying youths to go out to campaign or protest in their rooms, and then they take the photographs and act like they're in front of the NDDC. Since I came here as the acting managing director, there's no one standing outside the gate. You all came here. All the youths have gone back because we have said, go back to your communities and we'll meet you there. The contracts as collection agent. So whether you collect, you go to their office or not, you receive the money has been suspended by me. We're not going to pay anybody 1 billion naira every month. I mean, that is wicked. 1 billion every month can put monopomps in rural communities in the Niger Delta, can buy books, can set up the primary health centers. Why would anyone do that? So that has been suspended. The 3% from Starline has been, of course, it's not going to be renewed. That too is over. So that's why we're under pressure. But I laugh because those who live in glass houses should never throw stones. I've received so much threats. So much threats. Everyone is worried about me and this forensic audit. But I'm very grateful that most contractors have gone back. We now have about 57 contractors that have gone back to site, and I'm encouraging everyone to go back to site so that things will be done properly.
Well, we apologize for the poor audio on that particular track. Meanwhile, reactions are still trailing the appointment of the interim committee at the NDDC. The latest is coming from youth under the auspices of the Ijaw Youth Council, who are calling for the disbandment of the interim committee, describing it as illegal and unconstitutional. Addressing a press conference in Warri, Delta State, the group says it has nothing against the forensic audit as ordered by the president, but insists that such an audit should take place after members of the new board, which has been screened by the Senate, have been inaugurated.
What needs to be done now is for those members of the board that have been cleared by the Senate, cleared and confirmed by the Senate, to be inaugurated by the president, and not for any committee to be set up by the Minister for Niger Delta. The reasons why we are against the committee set up by the minister are as follows. Number one, it is illegal. Number two, the argument that the committee is to ensure unhindered forensic audits ordered by the president is unacceptable. It is weak and baseless.
And away from issues in the Niger Delta, at least 3 persons have already been rewarded with ₦1 million each by Guinness Nigeria as part of the MVP promo, which started on October the 20th and will continue to January the 31st, 2020. The brand manager, Tolu Ashafa, says the company is rewarding extraordinary fans and sharing winning moments with loyal customers across the country.
Odingbe Jude, Okafor Anthony, Ike Francis are the lucky winners of the Guinness MVP promo.
Today we are rewarding 3 fantastic winners who participated in the Guinness MVP promotion. They have won ₦1 million for themselves, and which is very, very fantastic. We're also rewarding people every day.
With just 100 or 200 naira, Guinness Nigeria says this is the best and most rewarding promo that opens the window for daily wins.
Rewarding loyal customers who drink Guinness Foreign Extra Stout as well as Guinness Smooth Stout with this rewards. Also, lucky winners can win airtime of 100 naira or 200 naira once they open their crown, once they open a bottle of Guinness Foreign Extra Stout or Smooth and look under the crown and dial *1759 code hash to on their phone, and they would be revealed as either a lucky winner and also be pulled in the pool of people that are going to win ₦1 million weekly.
The winners are obviously happy to have won the cash prize of ₦1 million each.
I feel happy and thankful to Guinness for making me a millionaire.
I'm a winner of ₦1 million in the Guinness MVP promo. I'm a winner, so all other people can partake. They can purchase a bottle of Guinness, look under the cork, dial *1759 the code hash. You might be a lucky winner of ₦1 million.
I appreciate the fact that they appreciate us. I mean, you don't know how it feels when the people you actually patronize appreciate you in return.
Guinness Nigeria says it's committed to making more millionaires amongst its customers with an offering that will make them smile home with millions of naira before the MVP promo ends in January 2020.